Hello, everybody. Hey, Dr. Dinosaur, how you doing? So yeah, I'm starting off in my just me screen right now, just cause I don't know how loud the game's gonna end up actually being. Now you're doing good, good, and yeah, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, night, unknown time because you don't have a clock. I don't know. So, yeah, today we're gonna start up a new VN. We'll see how it goes. I'm planning at least, for, today and tomorrow to try it out. I know, like, nothing about it, in all honesty. I've just seen it as part of our recommendations. That's all, so why not? I bought it a while ago, figured why the hell not? Let's just, let's do it. And just so it wasn't complete silence, I threw on my, DMC free A lo-fi stuff. Just so there was some noise while I work stuff out. Ugh. Still a little stuffed up a bit. Feeling very phlegmy today. Okay. I'm going to at least get it started, and then that was a perfect time. I backed off on the music at like the right moment. Now come on, Steam, do your thing. So I'm gonna have to mess with some settings, I'm pretty sure. Choose display mode, windowed.
Front wing.
Okay.
Grisaia no kajitsu.
Alright. So far that's working. Okay, is this gonna talk to me all the fucking time now? Jesus Christ, it's gonna talk to me all the time. System voice? The hell's... Toggle playback voice of a specific character. What the fuck does that mean? Fuck it, keep that on. Alright, how's the sound of the game so far for you guys? Too low? Too high? Were you able to hear it when whoever the fuck that was talking? Because I don't know. You can't hear it? You did hear a Japanese voice, though. Barely audible music. Huh. Weird. Yeah, I could turn it up then. How's that? Turned it up a bit more. That's good? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, am I too loud? That's the big question. Am I too loud? Can I turn myself down? Alright, cool. Cool. And now, let's see if this will show up with just game capture. And... no. Right? No? Yeah, fuck. Alright. I gotta do window capture. Stand by. At least when I just do this once, I won't have to worry about it ever again. Alright, window capture. Oop. There we go. Now I gotta make it fit. Yeah, it's one of those. It doesn't want to show up as a game, even though I'm loading it up from Steam. So now just stand by while I resize this. Yeah. Boom. Okay. That's my fault for not having it prepped. Oh well. Okay. So, I know absolutely nothing about this game, in all honesty, other than, there's voice acting, so my throat is saved. And, yeah. That's it. That's all I got. Alright, so, yep. We'll see how it goes. If I'm not feeling it, I will probably switch to something else tomorrow. But, we'll see. So far, the music is pretty decent. So that's something. Alright. Love how there's a continue and a from the beginning option. I just loaded this game up. How could there be a continue option? This is the first time turning the damn thing on. Yeah, so we'll just get into it. See what we got. Again, just no spoilers if you have played this. I am going into this actually totally, you know, without any knowledge. So actually, let me change up my tags real quick. There, first playthrough. Perfect. It's true, this is an actual first playthrough for me. One of the few games I'm actually going into this totally unaware. Alright, from the beginning.
初めからよ。
Oh, yay, cicadas. Fucking cicadas. I hope y'all enjoy that noise. Alright. Intense sunlight blazes down on the road as if to declare the arrival of summer. I think the cicadas are announcing the arrival of summer. Oh, are you kidding me? Do I actually have to I can't use spacebar to get through? Oh, that's annoying. I can't use spacebar. I have to click with the mouse. That's annoying as shit. Oh well. Here's what it is. Burning asphalt radiates heat, mixing with the scent of the tide to form a thick, muggy atmosphere. Alright, so we're by the water, I guess? Well, it's Japan. A lot of things are by the water. It's way too early for this kind of weather. And when the temperature's abnormally high, you're always going to get some people who lose their heads and start acting erratically. In other words, it's only natural that the police would be on the lookout for suspicious types at times like these. Okay, weird. Whatever. It's about 10 minutes ago that I realized I'd been mistaken for one of those heat stroke-addled of sorts. Oh, God.
名前が風見雄二。住所は山梨県大里郡。
Thank God there's voice acting. Sweat pouring from his forehead as he examines my license. The policeman in front of me takes a glance at the large backpack I'm carrying, and then continues the background check.
山梨から来たのか、あんた。
Sound still good? You can actually hear this policeman? I can turn it up. Also, just the ambient sound in general. The cars running by. Pretty good. Looks pretty good so far. Look at that. Alright, I guess my name is Yuji. Cool. Get used to that. And of course, the main character is not voiced. But hey, I'm cool with just voicing one character and the narrator. I'm cool with that. Yes.
この町には何の用事で大荷物背負ってどこかへ行く途中かい
And now the cop's profiling because I have a big bag. I told you this 10 minutes ago. I'm moving. This luggage is everything I own.
それじゃあ引っ越し先の住所は
Like I said, I don't have one yet. The answer's not gonna change no matter how many times you ask.
引っ越し先の住所も決まっていないのに引っ越してきたっていうのかい君何を隠しているのそろそろ本当のことを教えてよ
Okay, I mean, that's fair. If you're moving, you should probably know where you're moving to. Where did you come from? Where are you going? What are you planning to do there? Depending on the context, these could be fairly philosophical questions. But as far as police inquiries go, they're pretty run-of-the-mill. From their perspective, anyone wandering around without clear-cut business is, by default, a criminal of some sort. Let alone someone like me, carrying around conspicuous, bulky luggage. It's as good as guaranteed they'd have stopped me. That is their job, I suppose. Since this little scene acts as a crime deterrent through its visibility, it's not an entirely wasted effort. I mean, yeah, that's true. As annoying as it be, just them stopping someone to ask will potentially deter other people. It's just annoying. But can you really can you really be mad at someone doing their job? No. You can be annoyed, but not mad. Unfortunately, I don't have all day to play along. I drop a glance toward the digital watch I'm wearing around my left wrist. You couldn't just say I'm looking at my wristwatch? Like, that is oddly specific. I'm going to drop down and look at the digital watch I wear on the left wrist at exactly, this length, I don't know, about 2 inches from the base of my hand. Putting it tightly up to the, 5th hole. I don't know, that just seemed oddly specific. Unless it's gonna come up later. Where something's gonna come up later where we're remembering, wait, I wear my watch on my left hand. That'd be a very oddly specific thing for that to, come back into play, but you never know. Sorry, but I'm keeping someone waiting. I really can't spare any more time for hanging out with bored cops.
バカにしてるのか
I mean, he kind of is. Bored police force is proof that the city's at peace. Take it as a compliment. Inexplicably taking offense at my tone, the policeman clicks his tongue in irritation and tosses my license back.
じゃあ風見さん悪いけどお背中の荷物の中身確認させてもらっていいかな
Oh, yeah, you're just gonna search through all my shit in the middle of the street. I refuse.
どうして？何か見られたくないものでも入ってるの？刃物とか持ってない？
I don't rely on blades. Policy of mine. Look, are you really telling me to unpack all this on the spot? It'll take an hour at least. 30 just to take it all out, 30 minutes to stuff it back in.
じゃあ立ち話もなんだし、警察署に行こうか。冷たいお茶ぐらい出すからさ、そこでゆっくりお話を聞かせてよ。
I just told you I don't have the time. I can't accept voluntary questioning. I know you can't just back down in this situation, but if I say I'll head over there myself later, can we wrap this up for now?
そんな都合のいいこと言って、そのまましらばっくれる気だろ。だったらせめて自宅の連絡先を教えてよ。
Oh my god. As I've explained, I'm in the middle of a move. I vacated my old place, so I don't have an address.
じゃあご両親の住んでいる実家の住所だ。まさか両親もホームレスだとは言うまい？
Alright, I'm gonna guess our main character is an orphan. How much you want to bet I'm right? Sorry, I got little, like, I'm not sure what they're made of. Some kind of metal. They fell over on my desk. I don't have any parents. No siblings or relatives either. They're all dead.
本当に？やっぱり何か隠してるんじゃないの？
This is going nowhere.
警察署まで来てくれれば無駄な問答をしなくて済むんだけどね。今パトカー呼ぶから少し待っててくれる？
This cop really wants to search through our fucking bag. He wants to find something on us. Then at least let me call the person I'm supposed to be meeting. At this rate, they'll be waiting all day.
そりゃ構わないけど。相手は誰？お友達？
I'm not gonna tell you that.
言えないような相手なのか？
It's your mother. We had an appointment at a hotel tonight. You... The fucking balls on this guy. Oh my god. Well, finally. No, we don't. I don't have a dense, pro tag. My voice. Jesus, finally, someone who actually, has a little bit more character than. Huh. That was a thing. Bye. Just pulling out a your mom joke on us.
Huh?
I was keeping quiet out of the goodness of my heart. You dragged it out of me, so don't blame me when your parents get divorced and your happy home is shattered.
バカにしてるのか?
Jesus Christ. Did he just fucking beat me?
え?
Oh. Well, that ain't good. About 30 meters away from where we're talking, someone screams. I wonder, can I just use my arrow keys? No, I cannot. That's annoying. I do have to click. Ugh. A desperate cry follows within seconds. A woman sits collapsed on the street, stretching out her hand. Her high heels lay on the ground, knocked off her feet by the sudden fall. Just about halfway between us, there's a man in a flashy Hawaiian shirt running in this direction. Although the thief flinches for a moment at the sight of the policeman's uniform, after a quick check for any convenient side streets, he barrels onward. Brandishing the stolen bag menacingly, his hand violently gestures out of my way. And this whole time, you're just bugging a kid who's trying to move while, you know, a robbery happened. The cop is completely flustered. He's quite clearly unaccustomed to this sort of situation. While he's panicking, the distance between us and the thief shrinks with surprising swiftness. The man runs in a straight line toward a breakthrough to freedom. I happen to be standing directly in the middle of his path. Are we gonna clothesline him? As he prepares to strike with the bag, I ascertain the movement of his shoulder and arm from the first signs of motion, and hit his wrist sharply as he begins to swing. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Great. I think I got a smart asshole as a pro tag. Great. The man's arm instantly stiffens and loses all momentum. His eyes pop wide open in shock. I immediately grab the collar of the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing and firmly draw him toward me. Sir, you are now under arrest for vigilante justice? You're stopping a crime while a cop is right there. Before the man can offer resistance to my pull, I smoothly reverse and use my body weight to shove against him. Jesus Christ. You fucking like what, a judo champ or something? When pushed, just as they've begun to brace themselves against being pulled, anyone except a genuine expert is going to be thrown off balance. Nice shirt. Where'd you buy it? Shock spreads across the man's face as his knees buckle against his will. I try to gain a chokehold using my grip on the neck of his shirt, but... The man promptly draws his head back and shifts his body to the side, preventing me from landing a hold on his neck. Oh my god. I'm narrating a fucking fight scene. Although I expected as much from a glance at his build, it seems like he's somewhat experienced in judo, of course. But in this case, you would have been better off trying a decisive tackle. Rotating around the purse snatcher in the opposite direction of his slide, I yank his right arm upwards with both hands. In one movement, I've circled to his back. Alright, cool. We're a fucking judo champ. We're gonna be pompous and smug about it. Ugh. Next, pull back on the opponent's wrist and elbow and pin him to the ground. This is just basic Aikido, by the way. You're gonna break his... I like this dude's shirt. You like his great Hawaiian shirt. Hey now, you got your priorities all wrong. Before worrying about me, you should kill the guy who sold you that shirt. Oh my god. Perhaps unconsciously, the man's now empty right hand desperately slaps at the asphalt. While holding the thief pinned, I quickly shoot a look behind me. Don't just stand there!
Oh!
The policeman jerks up straight in response to my angry shout. Taking a pair of handcuffs from the pouch around his waist, he runs over to restrain the criminal. The purse snatcher seems to have resigned himself to his fate and doesn't offer any pointless resistance. He accepts his red-handed arrest for theft docilely, then sits quietly on the ground with his head hung as the policeman radios for backup. Jesus, that's loud for me. Apparently, they weren't too far off, as a siren approaches in no time. Oh, thank God it's over. Two policemen get out of the arriving cruiser and push the criminal into the back seat. As I'm quietly watching the scene in perfect passivity, the policeman from earlier runs over.
犯人確保の協力を感謝します。
I'll pass on the letter of thanks, so how about letting me move on?
そうもいかんのですよ。宣告の件も含めて、できれば改めて署でお話を聞かせていただきたいのですが。
Oh my God. Figured as much. Shaking my head in exasperation, I silently rebuke myself. Should have just left it alone. I'm sorry. I forgot that. I forgot which part. I forgot. Fuck! I forgot the Spider-Man line. Forgot the part where that was my problem. Yeah, should have just pulled a Peter Parker and just let him go. Make him run after the guys, then you can just go home. Or to the person who's gonna take you home? I don't know. That's just weird. You move out of your house and then you're gonna move somewhere. You don't know where, just somewhere. I would be freaking out inside, not knowing where the hell I'm going. Actually, I'd be freaking out on the outside. As the policeman pushes at my back, a glance at my wristwatch informs me I'm already 5 minutes late for my meeting.
なあ、もうそろそろ話してくれないか。
30 minutes have passed since I was brought to the interrogation room. Familiar is a place where criminals break into flop sweat in TV dramas. I'm sitting on a cheap foldable pipe chair, my arms folded in perfect silence.
そうやって黙ってちゃいつまで経っても帰れないぞ。誰かと待ち合わせをしているんだろ。さっさと話して終わらせた方がいいんじゃないか。
Instead of responding, I close my eyes. A silent statement, indicating that I have absolutely no intention of opening my mouth. The detective clicks his tongue in exasperation at my attitude. I've got a pretty fair idea of what he'll be doing next.
やましいことがないなら話せるだろう。いつまで黙りを決め込むつもりだ。
The sound of something being struck and an even louder attempt at intimidation. This is the point where a timid guy would be jumping in his seat with his eyes wide open, or maybe staring at the floor and quivering. As for me, my eyes are still shut, my arms are still folded quietly. My mind is totally blank. Or is a total blank, whatever. This is a difference. I'm used to goofball protags, not this, I'm not used to that. Not just this, I'm just here, acting cool. I've been accustomed to adults shouting at me like this since I was a child. Following the threat stage, the next step would be for him to grip my hair and jolt me back and forth. But I'm dealing with an official authority group here. I should get off without direct violence this time. Alright, so... rough upbringing. Maybe that's why he knows judo and aikido so well. As a way to defend himself from future abuse? But he knows when to use it and when not to? But he's still immature enough to make a "your mom" joke to a cop? Alright. Sorry if I'm talking a lot and trying to analyze this shit. That's just how my mind is right now. Just like analyzing every little bit to figure out more about this dude. Not to say they won't pull out the old TV cliches and harass me by shining a desk lamp in my eyes or something of the sort. I can roughly translate the detective's sigh. Goddamn kids these days. I gently open my eyes in order to sneak a look at his disgusted face. The detective sitting in front of me seems to be challenging the Guinness World Record for the most dramatic asymmetry between the left and right sides of a human mouth. Or maybe he's just scowling. Wow. Okay, wow. Can I just say the writing in this so far? Just wow. It's actually pretty decent, like, damn. When I let out a snort of laughter in response to the unexpectedly pleasant sight, the detective scratches his head violently and glares at me.
あのな兄ちゃん、誰に入れ知恵されたか知らないが、警察で黙秘したって何も得はしないぞ。
It won't gain you anything, but you won't lose anything either. Accept your time. I turn my gaze to the clock on the wall of the sweat box. An hour has already passed since the scheduled time for my meeting.
なんとか言ったらどうなんだ。
The detective strikes the desk with excellent comedic timing. The best part is the way he knocks his ashtray off the table every time he does this.
もう、なんなんだよお前は。
His tone is distinctly fed up. He stoops down to pick up the plastic tray off the floor. Kazumi Yuji. Occupation, student.
だから、そりゃもう何度も聞いたっつんだよ。調べたよ。山梨から来たんだろ。
He's pulling the thing the soldiers will tell. The only thing they will say if they're captured. Name, rank, and their number.
「過去の犯罪歴はなし、歩道歴も交通違反もなし、何かを表彰されるようなこともなし、ここまで綺麗な懲罰なしってのは変だろう。
A good person, that's who.
まるで誰かが細工したみてえに真っ白なんだよお前は。お前は一体何者なんだ。
Kazumi Yuji. Occupation, student.
なんだそりゃ。警察に捕まったらそれしか言うなって誰かに言われてんのか。お前どっかのテロリストか。
Kazami Yuji. Occupation, student.
もういい。黙れ。
He's just doing it to piss him off at this point. First it's say something. Now it's shut up. Talk about hard to please. Our capricious detective scowls yet again and scratches his head. Flakes of dandruff drift grandly through the air. Ew. Based on his thoroughly wrinkled suit and heavy stubble, I'd say he hasn't been home in days.
なあなあ頼むよ。こっちの事情も考えてくれよ。
Another sigh. It's enough to make me want to heave one myself. Because we both take our work seriously, it seems like we're stuck going around in circles.
さっきのひったくり事件の取り調べも進まないし、厄介なの捕まえたよまったく。
Okay, next time I'll let him go. And you can have fun chasing a purse snatcher. Just as we roughly complete this exchange of one-sided bitterness and mutual glaring, there's a well-timed knock at the door and the sound of it being unlocked.
はい。あ、お疲れ様です。
A slightly plump elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some sort.
どうかしましたか？え、はい。ええ。
After a quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers something into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns towards me with decidedly nonplussed expression.
釈放だとお疲れさん。
That's it. Why now, all of a sudden?
それはこっちから聞いてくれ。それじゃあな。
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. The elderly detective watches him go and then faces me with a greasy smile.
いやー、すみませんでしたね、風見さん。こちらに連絡が行っていなかったようで、先ほどようやっとあなたの身元保証人の方と連絡が取れた次第でして。
The detective stares at me with eyes like a dead fish.
市ヶ谷の関係者なら最初からそう言っていただかないと。
If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, you wouldn't have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down with a hose. What?
まさかご冗談を。うちは天下の桜だもんですよ。
What? Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigaya is only a part-time cleaning job.
掃除ですか。なるほどね。うまいことおっしゃいますな。さすがはインテリさんの集まりだ。
In response to my words, the detective twists his mouth into something vaguely resembling a smile.
いやー、ですからね。そちらさんもそんなご事情ならば、もっと早く言っておいていただければよかったんですが、ご存知かと思いますが、上があれですから、いろいろとややこしくてね。
Sarcasm drifting from every pore in his body, the detective treats me with transparently insincere courtesy. He's perfectly civil on a superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. The younger detective from before, hard-ass as he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Ichigaya about me?
いいえね、あなたのお名前をデータベースで検索させたんですがね。検索している最中に電話が鳴りまして、受話器を上げてみたら防衛省の特別の機関からのお電話でして、うちの犬がそちらで保護されていないかと聞きましてね。いや、驚きましたよ実際。うちは保健所じゃありませんからね。
Since you found my owner, and confirmed that my leash is properly attached. I should be able to leave now, right?
どうぞご自由に。ああ、そうそう。あなたが今度転入なさる学園の学園長からもこちらに連絡がありましたよ。
That's so.
なかなかいらっしゃらないからと近隣の署に片っ端から連絡を入れたそうですよ。おかげでうちの所長も会議の途中で電話に引っ張られたようでして散々闇を言われたと言っておりました。
Where's my backpack?
お預かりした荷物は玄関に出してありますのでそちらで。なんでしたらうちの車でお送りしましょうか。
You're not getting funds from public taxes in order to chauffeur bums like me around, are you? I'll walk. Alright, so we work for someone that has some kind of pull, and the minute we're searched up, they're coming calling, so... Interesting. Where that's gonna end up leading, I'm not 100% sure. After I'm urged out the door by the old man, the young detective appears from the rear, carrying the backpack they'd taken from me earlier.
とんでもない重さだな、これは。一体何が入ってるんだ?
My belongings. Bit of a tough question. I guess you could say my life.
ギャグだとしたら出来は悪いぞ。
That wasn't really what I was going for.
まあ、そんなことはどうでもいい。よいしょっと。
Dropping the backpack next to me, the detective lets out a slight sigh. Thanks for lugging it out here. Pretty heavy, isn't it?
仕事で柔道やってるような人間に言う言葉じゃないな。田舎の警察とはいえ、その辺は仕込まれてる。
True. Guess that's natural for a policeman. Sorry. The detective smiles wryly.
なあ、お前、埋め立て地の学生なんだってな。
Landfill? What the fuck? I'm wearing the school uniform. You can see at a glance.
制服が着られているって感じだがな。
Okay. That's the saying. He's not wearing it, he's just been dressed up in it. That's gonna lead. Clasp my shoulder as we pass each other.
気をつけてな。いろんな意味で。
With those parting words, he heads back into the police station. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing black slacks and a short-sleeved dress shirt, as well as a blue tartan check necktie. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I should be the very image of a student. I guess it's a little difficult, turning into something like that all of a sudden. But it's probably precisely why, because this is difficult, that I decided to give it a try. So you're not a student normally? What? For a while, I myself didn't understand why I'd asked for this. But now, I think I have a faint grasp on the reason. I wanted to become something that I couldn't understand. Something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on, I'll become a student on the inside as well. The sun that had been climbing upward earlier has now finally reached its zenith. The temperature keeps on rising and sweat oozes from my skin. I was pretty sure she'd pick me up, but... Sensing a presence, I lower my gaze from the sun. My eyes, well accustomed to high contrast lighting, project a human form in silhouette for only the briefest of moments before the details fade in.
お勤めご苦労様。
Okay, I guess what is this, our principal? I mean, she was the one who kicked up quite a shit fest because we weren't, you know, there. A woman, raising an awkward salute, grinning broadly, stands before my eyes. Spare me. I don't want to see a pose like that outside the workplace. In the first place, what's with that dopey salute? The girls in bikinis on the Maritime SDF recruitment posters have more impressive form.
もういいじゃないの。早速のお仕事をねぎらってるのに。
Okay. I don't recall contributing enough to society today to deserve any appreciation.
はいはい。来た早々とんでもない目にあったのはわかるけど、八つ当たりはしないでちょうだい。そんなことより。
She opens the door of the car stopped next to her.
乗って。目的を遂行する方が最優先。でしょ？
Yeah, true enough. From Mishima Cape Police Station to National Highway number 133, southbound, you proceed to the prefectural highway and advance further out towards the Cape. Alright, so yeah, we are by the water. A range of slowly rotating wind turbines come into view, indicating our proximity to the sea.
びっくりしたのよ。時間になっても現れないし、これは何かあったんだって連絡したら、案の定警察の厄介になってるし。
Oh yeah, so she is the one in charge of this. She is like the principal or whatever. Well, that's it for my tea.
この暑さだから熱射病で倒れてるのかと思っちゃった。
I doubt you really thought I was sick.
どうしてそんなことが言えるの？
You were trying the police stations first, not the hospitals.
そりゃあなたのことだからぶっ倒れる前に何とかするとは思ったけど、一応体のこと気遣ってるんだから素直に聞けばいいのに。
Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communications makes society run smoother.
可愛くない。
Pouting again, she continues her... What? Harangu? Probably gonna kill my bitrate trying this. A lengthy and aggressive speech. Pronounce.
Harangue.
Oh, harangue. Alright, okay. She continues her harangue.
第一、ここにだって本数は少ないけど電車は通ってるんだから、それで来ればよかったのに歩いてきちゃうんだもん。
I really wish I could use my spacebar to skip through this dialogue and not my mouse. I'm not used to this. Okay, that brings me to the thank Christ.
セーブするわ。
Okay. Saving that. Oh, shortcuts. Thank God. Enter. Alright. Well, at least I know now. That'll work.
それも聞いてびっくりしたのよ。ヒマラヤにでも登るような大荷物背負ってるって。
Sorry. I hate trains.
だからって歩いてくるなんて常識外れよ。どうしたの？黙っちゃって。
Could you not mention this to... to the other students. I don't want them getting funny ideas about me from the get-go.
変なのが来たって警戒されるかもね。確かに。
I got enough of that from the police to last me a while.
やっぱり職質受けてたのね。はい、着いたわ。ここよ。
And that's a panty shot. The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought it to a stop. So that's what he meant by landfill. I see. As I'm recalling the words of the detective from before, the woman continues our conversation with a suddenly cheerful tone.
どう？立派でしょ。この近隣の学校の中では一番新しいのよ。
Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I'd heard it was a new school, its external appearance genuinely isn't what I'd expected. A 3-story building. The pure white color of the outer walls is the only typical school-like element, with every other aspect more closely resembling a city office building. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of a school gate than a functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboard, likewise, is a utilitarian thing printed in a simple typeface, rather than a hand-drawn work of calligraphy.
これからここがあなたの母校になるのよ。感慨深くない？
We're just shitting on the school before we even walk in. Only just arrived at this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it'd be a lie.
味もそっけもない。人間想像力が大事なのよ。
With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in the overblown gesture of a third-rate actor. Dude! He's such an asshole!
新設校だからあまり学校のイメージがないかもしれないけど、学生だってちゃんと普通のいい子たちがいるのよ。だから。
I don't know what that was about. And I don't like my hair today. I am due for a haircut. Big time. Also, ow, my fucking ears. I'm not used to voice acting in my VNs. I'm used to doing it. Her rigmarole is abruptly interrupted by the high-pitched shrieks of 2 girls. Is that a cicada on a leash? Also, yeah, totally normal students. Totally normal. Okay, this is amazing. Amazing. I love it. Alright, that sounds like me. Getting a little too much into something and then hacking up a lung.
むせ返るほど笑ってんじゃないわよマキナ。あんた
I will say this, I do like how her voice faded out the further away she got. She was gone. That adds something.
その普通の
Normal? Could you define that term? Is there a class where we chase each other around brandishing insects?
違うのよ。あの子たちはそのね、わかるでしょ？
I don't think I do. But it's nice to see it's a lively school.
でしょ？とりあえず行きましょうか。中に。
Having apparently forgotten what she was planning to do with her outspread hands, she totters through the school gate. Her office is positioned quite near the school building's front entrance. The furniture is nicely arranged, based around an old-fashioned desk and chair. In contrast, the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of the old-fashioned principal's office.
そこ座って。
I sit on the genuine leather sofa that's one of the room's most prominent furnishings. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me.
学園長の立花千鶴です。ようこそ美浜学園へ。はじめまして。
Tachibana Chizuru. Okay. I'm gonna assume Tachibana is her last name?
それともお久しぶりねの方がいいかしら、風見くん。
We know each other, I guess? Well, I mean, that was implied. On a practical level, nice to meet you might be the better option.
そっか。そうね、確かに。
With a slight, amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet.
まあ、あなたのことだからもう概要は知ってるとは思うけど、一応説明はしておくわ。
She flips past a couple of pages of the brochure. I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly polished.
ここは学校法人榊学園の運営する私学の学園で、全国から選ばれた学生たちを集めて日々勉学に励んでいるの。
And when they're not doing that, they're chasing each other with bugs on a string?
榊学園の母体は関東一円に私鉄網を持つ東浜急行電鉄グループ。その資金力を持って最高の設備と教職員を揃えているわ。まず
Morning, Nichols. How's it going? The principal's talk shifts to more detailed matters. The East Beach Express is an enormous corporate group with its hands in real estate and large-scale retail. Its core business is in the management of the rail line connecting Tokyo and Hanada Airport. Interesting so far? I will say that is actually pretty interesting so far. The music is on point. The voice acting is good. If the character is running away, their voice does fade out, which is great. Our guy is kind of an asshole in a way, like a real pompous ass, from what I can see. Also, my bitrate is going nutso right now. Not even doing anything crazy. Someone's probably trying to fucking upload something right now. It's definitely not on my end. Not me. Right, Steam? You're not trying to load something while I'm doing this, right? There's an update for Fallen Order? What the fuck? Weird. Yeah, bitrate's going a little shaky jakey here. But yeah, so far, so good. We got a gratuitous panty shot fairly early on, though it was mostly covered by our, you know, menu bar here, and it wasn't a direct one. It's just kind of, we're looking up at a gate, and we just happened to take a peek. So, alright, cool, whatever. I believe I need I'd have to buy a patch in order to get any of that stuff in here, but I will be cautious regardless. I'm actually gonna go and make myself another tea real fast. This is kind of a good spot to just do that, so I shall actually, just to make it fair, I will use my own points to go make myself a tea. Just so no one can be mad at me, potentially, for just doing that. So I shall be right back. And I'm back. Hope that didn't take too long. Alright. Let's just keep on going. The EBE's management is shouldered by the Sakaki family, and it seems plausible that this Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly. But that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence. There's a lack of public information on this secretive corporation's activities. The very existence of this academy isn't well known. I didn't gain anything that could be called definitive proof from my investigation so far.
あなたは2年生として学園に入ってもらいます。早速明日のホームルームで転校のことをお知らせするから、それ以降は自由に振る舞って構わないわ。
I can decide my own what? I can just do what I want? What kind of fucking school is this? Her fingers come to a stop. Bringing her hands gently together, the principal raises her gaze from the pamphlet and meets my eyes.
どう？あなたのお望み通り、普通の学園生活を送るには最適の環境だと思うけど。
Yeah, and it seems we were requested to become a student, so I don't know what that's about. Apparently being a student is not something our character here has done before. It's something he doesn't know anything of, so I don't know. I mean, even the cops, because, well, we were taken by the police because, well, we're just a dude carrying out a gigantic backpack and not telling us where we're going, telling cops where we're going. Even the cops commented that we're not wearing a school uniform. It looks like someone dressed us up in the uniform. Oh, dang, she's right in your face. Hey, Brozard. I think that's just the one-on-one conversation. Maybe. I mean, this is supposed to be a one-on-one conversation inside her office, so maybe that's why she's closer. Maybe. I don't know. How you doing, Brozard? I have a few questions.
どうぞ。
First, today is a weekday, but there's barely anyone on the school grounds. What's going on?
少数精鋭なのよ。学生数はあなたを入れて6人だけなの。
There's only 6 of us. Doing alright, been feeling pretty good past few days. I got my doctor's appointment Wednesday. Nice. Good to hear. So wow, we're a special private school and there's literally only 6 students. Odds are, they're all girls except for me. And I feel like I'll be dating the principal at some point as well. Only 6?
そうよ。
The elite few.
え？
That include our friends with the cicada just now? Yeah, Brozard, you missed that. While she's going on how everything here is normal and the students are normal, one of them was chasing the other with a cicada on a string. Does that screams elite to me.
もちろん。
Question 2. Where am I living from today on?
全寮制なの。後で学生寮の場所を案内します。そこからここに通ってちょうだい。
Alright, so we have dorms. A dormitory, is it?
寮といっても十分な広さのある個室だから安心よ。
This is just Nonon Biori, but for a teenage boarding school. Yeah, but apparently this is something we've specifically requested. We requested to become a student. What we did before, I don't know, but we apparently know this principal, beforehand. She gave us a fake salute. So I don't know what that's about. We're also like I just know judo really well. We stopped a purse snatcher. So I don't know what that's about. Also, when the police were questioning us for whatever reason, they decided to question us. He pulled the soldier card of just saying his name and like one other thing, like an occupation instead of, you know, rank and serial number. He just went, "This is my name, Tamaki Yuji. My occupation is student." That's all he was saying to him, so he's got some kind of background. Also, he alluded to having a very rough upbringing, because he was kind of going through the process of what this cop is going to do. Okay, he's going to be quiet, then he's going to be frustrated, hit something, yell his voice, and then after that, he'd probably grab my hair, but considering he is a police officer, he wouldn't actually put hands on me. So he's clearly had a very, very rough upbringing. What that says about what's gonna happen, I don't know. I got a lot of questions. I'm trying to figure things out. But it has my interest, nonetheless. In that case, not a problem.
以上かしら。
Before we finish, one last thing.
はい、どうぞ。
For this last question only, I stared directly into her eyes. I need to confirm the principal's intentions in bringing me here. After all said and done, this is a normal school? The principal closes her mouth. After a moment of silence, she opens it again.
ええ、
A gentle smile. I'm convinced that she isn't lying to me to further some hidden self-interest.
あなたがあの時に言った希望、ちゃんと覚えているわよ。
Principal slowly stands up and walks to the window side. The athletic grounds are visible from the window. Although resembling those of a normal school, the grounds are skirted by an improbably high wall.
普通の学園に入って、普通の学生生活が送りたい。
A mere handful of students, the bizarrely extravagant facilities, the on-campus dormitory, the high walls surrounding it all. Lol, it's an elite military PSYOP training center for candidates to fight intergalactic war. God, please no. They clearly indicate abnormality.
でもね、あなたも分かってると思うけど、あなた自身の境遇を考えると、ここしか条件に合うところがなかったのよ。
I guess you're right.
私はあくまでも、ここは普通の学園だとあなたに言います。
Only you can build a Gundam, Baron. Yeah, shockingly, the character's name was already decided in this. The character actually has a name. And my bitrate is still going funky dunky here. It still looks okay at that end. I'll just keep going for now. I'm just someone watching or uploading a bunch of freaking videos. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's enter to continue through dialogue. Space just gets rid of the bar, which is annoying. I'm so used to spacebar letting me progress through dialogue. The principal turns to face me.
だからあなたも、ここで普通に過ごしてくれればいいわ。何かしてほしいとか、私から言うことはありません。
I feel like she's gonna break that promise. Understood.
それじゃ、寮の方へ案内するわ。
Yeah. With a nod, I rise to my feet. On the grounds outside, a gust of salty sea air kicks up a cloud of sand. Yeah, that would explain maybe the high
こ
walls.
こが学生寮よ。管理室も含めると部屋数は全部で11。各部屋ごとにお風呂とトイレとキッチンが備え付けられてるから生活の心配はないわ。家具も一通り揃ってるしね。何キョロキョロしてるの？
The cicada pair from earlier don't seem to be around.
ああ、スオさんとイリスさんのことね。二人ともまだ学園に残っているのかもね。小峰さんもいないようだし。
I'm gonna guess it's Komine. I think. Until I hear it spoken again by somebody else. I'm gonna go with what I assume is how to say it. Because Komine is wrong, obviously. Komine sounds more correct, I think. That Komine guy a student here too?
うん、その子に寮の案内を頼んでいたんだけど、姿が見えないから。
So you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students, I see.
私はほら、単なる学園長だから。
Merely, is it?
ちょっと待ってね。部屋にいるのかもしれないから。
The principal walks towards the interior of the building. Left there by myself, I stare vacantly up at the ceiling. Soon, I've unconsciously fallen into my habit of counting the number of visible sprinkles, then roughly estimate the scale of the building. Oh, sprinklers. Dodoi. If I recall correctly, vowel sounds are always pronounced the same in Japanese. Yeah. Calculating the time needed to gain control of the front entrance and ascertaining the location of the emergency exits. Not that many support pillars, are there? Guess that's why the ceiling is a bit low. I think I'm being poked? Having grown absorbed in analyzing the building, I don't even notice the tug at my sleeve.
私の声聞こえてますか？
We're at a fucking school and there's a maid. Until the final "excuse me" of many finally catches my ear. Hmm?
あなたは今日到着予定の転入生さんですか？
I drop my gaze in the direction of the voice and find a girl in housemaid clothes looking up at me. Not that she's of particularly diminutive height, except in comparison to a taller male like me. Oh my god.
それとも不審者さんでしょうか？
No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them point blank.
そういえばそうですね。目から鱗です。
Yeah, unlike me, a taller male. Yeah, weird, whatever. I'm gonna deal with it. It's really fucking cringe. Whatever. The maid nods several times, slowly closes her eyes, and begins to repeat my words.
不審者かと尋ねられて不審者だと答えるやつはいない。不審者かと尋ねられて不審者だと答えるやつはいない。大丈夫。それでは質問の仕方を変えて、あなたは不審者さんではない人でしょうか？
Flexible thinking isn't your strong suit, clearly.
はい。
No, never mind. So, what does a maid want with me?
ですから私はあなたが怪しい人かどうかを確認しています。
This would be the second time today I've heard that pickup line.
それはおめでとうございます。それであなたは不審者さんではない人なんでしょうか？
You're a lot tougher than you look, maid.
小峰さん、ちょうどよかった。こちらが今度転入することになった風見くんよ。
Oh, it's Kazumi, not Taki. What am I? I'm a fucking idiot. His name is Kazumi. At this point, having noticed our voices, the principal calls out to the girl. It seems this maid was Komine all along.
やっぱりあなたが転入生さんだったんですね。
I'm Kazumi Yuji. Good to meet you.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
I don't think you introduced yourself.
すみません。下の名前はサチです。よろしくお願いします。
So, Komine Sachi, okay. Or Sachi Komine, that... I don't know. Okay. And this time, it's nothing but the first name. I had this thought earlier with the other two, but you've certainly gathered some unique elites here.
学生の個性を伸ばすのが学園の役目だから。
Which would mean that she's a student too? Then why is she in a maid outfit?
小峰さんはこの学園の1年生よ。あなたには小峰さんが教壇に立つような年に見えた？
No, why is she in a maid outfit if she's a student? That's not really my point of confusion here. Our uniform creates certain preconceptions. For example, if I see a girl wearing bunny ears in a bar, I don't ask what she's done with her Bible.
小峰さんは普段からメイド服でいることが多いから。
Okay, why? That's not an explanation.
確かにそうね。それじゃあ小峰さん、説明してあげて。わかりました。私はクラス委員を任されている関係で、よく先生方のお手伝いや雑用をお願いされることが多いのですが。
And decided to wear a maid outfit while doing said chores. Okay.
なんだかメイドさんみたいだねという話から、ちょっとメイド服着てみなよと促され。
Okay. Whatever.
実際着てみたらやっぱり似合うから、なるべく普段から着た方がいいよと提案されたので。
I feel like these teachers have a fetish that they decided to impress onto this student.
なるべく普段からメイド服を着るように心がけています。
I see. You're, a devoted one. That fallen bunny girl's sister could learn a thing or two from you.
はい、ありがとうございます。
That was a very oddly specific example for him to bring up, by the way. Is that like a reference to another game? Of a former nun that became a bunny girl in a bar? I wasn't really intending that to be a compliment, but there's no point in telling her that.
じゃあ、ここからは彼女に案内してもらって。その方が話もできていいでしょう。
No objections.
それじゃあ小峰さん、あとはお願いね。わかりました。それではまず1階から案内していきますね。
Yeah, if you would. The maid slowly begins to walk, but quickly comes to a stop in front of the management room.
えっと
Stopped dead, she's staring at me with an expression that clearly indicates she has something to say. What's wrong? You need something?
そのあなたのことを何とお呼びしたらいいのか聞き忘れていました。
Come to think of it, you're right.
すみません。
Oh my god. Well, you can call me whatever you want. Okay, fuckface.
それでしたらゆうくんと呼ばせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
We've gotten pretty familiar all of a sudden.
では風見さんというのはいかがでしょう。
Sure. Anyway, I'll call you Sachi. Damn, not even including a san at the end of that.
サチ
My bad. Would Sachimon be better? Call me anything. No, not that.
いえサチで構いませんよ。
Call me Sonichu? No! We are not bringing that corner of the internet into my mind again. Oh, man. A fucking Sonichu. Oh, God. We're staying the hell away from Quickville, okay? We're not going anywhere near there. If anyone doesn't know about Sonichu, well, at this point, the creator has outshone his, her creation. I'm still getting used to, that. Yeah, Sonichu has really fallen by the wayside. Now it's all about the author and what she has been up to. And it isn't good things. Not at all. It's like literally stuff you'd only read. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. If you are curious, may God have mercy on your soul. Damn it. Let's enter. Her expression didn't change in the slightest, but her eyes at the moment she spoke those words had a strange forcefulness. That's so. Alright, Sachi. Best regards and all that.
はい
Judging from her smile, it seems she doesn't dislike being called Sachi.
それでは早速なのですが寮に入って最初に見えるこの部屋が風見さんのお部屋になります。
Nameplate seems to say it's the management room, though.
学園長さんのお話では風見さんには寮長を兼ねてこの部屋に住んでほしいとのことでしたけど。
Ah, great! Hi, welcome to your first day. You're now a second-year student in charge of everybody in this building. Have fun! In other words, she wants me to play the prison guard? Well, at the very least, 3 out of the 6 students living in this dorm are females. It would be it would probably be prudent to have a room as far as possible from theirs to avoid potential trouble. Yes. Trouble. Mind if I take a look inside?
はい。これが部屋の鍵です。どうぞ。
When I open the door with the key she hands me, a prominently placed set of kitchen and household goods catches my eye. They seem to be in good shape, and I can confirm with a glance that the room itself will be more than adequate living environment given my needs.
この寮のすべての部屋には火災報知器が1つと2つのスプリンクラーが設置されています。
Got it. She seems to have guessed my thoughts from the direction of my gaze.
そこは1畳半ほどのウォークインクローゼットになっていると聞いています。
That bit rate's going all over the place. As a little test, I focus my eyes on a different point of interest, and she provides an explanation in the same way. Although she's a little off in some departments, she seems to be pretty sharp in other respects. I see. Looks like there won't be any problems. As I speak, I twist the faucet over the sink. Was someone using this room before I came?
いいえ、少なくとも4ヶ月は誰も使っていなかったはずですが。
The water's pretty clear, considering.
まあ、建物自体新しいですし、風見さんがいらっしゃる前はこの部屋を倉庫代わりに使用することもあったので、その時に誰かが水道を使っていたのかもしれません。
That's actually a fair point. Yeah, if a building has been sitting for a bit, turn the pipes, let them run for a little while to get any lingering sediment out. So, yeah, fair point. Fair point actually turning it. If they came out clear, it's like, huh, it has been used recently. At least fairly recently.
私も時々お掃除の時にバケツの水を汲むために使っていましたから。
What's that sound? What's the sounds? That's the sound of the faucet. We turned the faucet tap. No, the cicadas were a lot earlier. This is just the sound of running water from a sink tap. I see. I twist the faucet to stop the water, drop the luggage I've been carrying on the spot, and promptly leave the room.
それから玄関を入って正面のスペースはみんなの共有の場所になっています。
The standard student dorm community space, is it?
はい。マキちゃんやアマネさんなんかはよくここで過ごしていますよ。
That's so. Although I haven't heard those names before, they must be other students.
それから風見さんの部屋の隣はボイラー室。その正面が階段で、その奥には4つの部屋があって、階段の隣の3号室が私の部屋になります。
I'd heard there are 11 rooms in total. Any reason why you picked one on the first floor?
それは私の名前がサチなので、さっちゃんなら3号室でしょと。
Oh my god. I get the idea.
ここが2階です。2階は基本的に部屋のみの構造となっていて、私以外の学生さんは全員この階に住んでいます。
With the exception of yourself and I guess myself as well. So that's 2 students living on the bottom floor, on the first floor, and the other 4 living upstairs. which would mean 2 of these are vacant.
はい、7号室と9号室は現在空き部屋になっています。3階はこの大浴場をはじめとした戦闘的な構造になっています。
Of course we have a bathhouse.
階段の反対側にはコインランドリーや物干しスペースもあるので必要な時に利用してください。もし洗濯自体が苦手なようでしたら私に言っていただければ代行しますので。
Wouldn't taking care of someone else's chores be a nuisance?
クラス委員ですから。
Alright, I'll keep that offer in mind.
はい。
There's no reason to refuse outright when the offer is delivered with such an earnest smile.
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Hey, Hylian. How's it going? Good old Kiryu Coco. She will forever be missed. New emote? Bong pat. Nice. I cracked my neck. Doing well, kicking it home and tuning into a fun visual novel. What we got here? We have the Fruit of Grisaia. We're still being introduced to everything, in all honesty. Of characters who's actually been introduced to, there is our main character, Kazumi Yuji, who seems to kind of be I don't know, he seems kind of like arrogant in a way, like he knows everything. He's also somewhat polite. I mean, one of our first things he says to a cop is when we ask, okay, who are you going to meet? Because you can't tell me your address. It's like, oh, your mother. We're gonna have an appointment at a hotel. We didn't want to tell you, but, well, I guess now your parents are getting divorced. Yeah. He also then stopped a purse snatcher very casually too, even describing what he was doing to the purse snatcher. I don't know. He also requested to become a student, which is odd, but whatever. Next actual named character we were introduced to was Tachibana Chizuru, which is the principal of the school, who knows us before we came here, and is the one who was, you know, bringing us to this school. And then finally we're introduced, our third character we actually got named introduced to is the one in front of us. Komine Sachi, who we're just calling Sachi. She's a first-year student, class representative, and because everyone keeps getting her to do chores and says she acts like a maid, she decided to start dressing up like a maid. Yeah, she is adorable. Pretty airheaded at times, I guess. I mean, I guess the other students or teachers were saying, you should probably dress up like a maid, because you do a lot of chores. And then just kind of decided to continue to wear a maid outfit as much as possible, while still being a student, which is odd, but whatever. Is what it is. Yeah, we're not really into anything big yet. We're just being shown around the dormitory, which, of course, we've been told, oh, by the way, yeah, you're brand new transfer student. You're now going to be the superintendent of the dormitory building. Have fun. There's also only 6 students in this school, including ourselves. And we know at least the 3 more of them are female. So that leaves 2 of undecided gender. More than likely, they're also going to be female. small school kawaii as fuck. Yeah, third floor of the dormitory is a fucking bathhouse for some reason. With a laundry room nearby. Like, why? Why a big fucking bathhouse? I mean, I know why. But just why? My little harem. Oh god. And again, for once, we have a main character who isn't a fucking moron. I'm amazed. No more dumb game barons. I mean, this guy isn't a game baron, he actually has a name. Again, Kazumi Yuji, he has a name. By the way, we can use this grand bathroom as we please, or can we? Oh yeah, it's enter to continue forward.
はい、清掃は専門の業者さんが定期的にやってくれているので、清掃中以外は24時間利用可能です。ただ、男湯と女湯に分かれているわけではないので、風見さんが入浴する際は入り口にこの札をかけるようにしてください。
As she speaks, she hands me a card that reads, "In use, male bathing." Sure, I think I might take advantage of it pretty often. The view up here is pretty nice.
そうですね。周りには校舎の他に高い建物もないですし、ガラスの透過率も 75% ですから、海面に沈む夕日を眺めることもできますよ。
An ocean view, huh? Not bad.
ご希望ならすぐに入ることもできますけど。
What? As she speaks, I notice Sachi's already holding a towel and change of clothes in her hand. You're pretty well prepared.
この大浴場を見た大体の人はすぐに入ってみたくなるみたいなので。
I see. The fruit of your experience, is it? What's wrong?
風見さんのための着替えではなく、私の着替えを持ってきてしまいました。
Kazumi, fuck it, rock that shit! It's okay, Sachi. 2021 judges no one. As if to demonstrate, female underwear slips out from among the clothes in Sachi's hand. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck Kazumi. Just don't care. Just like whatever. Just like no problems. Is this a declaration that you want to bathe together?
いえ、そのつもりはありませんでした。すみません。
Well, at least you didn't do a freak out. So that's a change. I really don't think there's anything to apologize for.
ありがとうございます。では、これで寮の案内は終わりになりますが、何か質問はありますか？
Let's see. Can I ask about something other than the dorm?
私に答えられることでしたら。
In that case... You've known her for 5 minutes and you're already asking for her measurements. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. surprised he didn't ask the principal for hers, but I'm gonna assume he already knows. Oh, good God. Alright, that's just weird. In that case, let's hear your 3 sizes, Sachi.
はい。上から
Oh,
82、
for fuck's sakes.
56、83です。
Okay. I'll be honest, those mean nothing to me. One, because I can't remember what each of them is. I know one is bust. Isn't it like bust, waist, and hips or something? Meh. Yeah, regardless, I really don't give a shit about people's measurements. Like, who cares? Seriously, who cares? The only time it might matter is if I'm buying clothing for people. 82 bust? The booba. God. Literally typing that parent. Well, so there we go. That's like the 2 things we know about Sachi. She dresses as a maid because she likes to do chores, and we know her measurements. What a thing. I got a feeling we're going to be asking the other 4 students their measurements. That's a little weird. Oh well, it's the Japanese game. What? That's a question to ask. Uh-huh. What the fuck? Alright. At the moment, is there a specific man you're going out with? Damn it.
いません。
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is not normal conversation! Your experience with men to date?
ありません。
Yuji, I'm begging you to I want him to stop too! What the fuck is this? Yeah, TVMA gaming. Oh my god. What the fuck? I know I'm the one who asked you those questions, but answering them so politely, would that also be because you're the class representative?
クラス委員はみんなの役に立ってこそのクラス委員ですから。
What an admirable devotion to customer service.
ありがとうございます。他に質問はありますか？
Any normal questions, Yuji? Any? None that would, you know, rightly deserve you to get a kick in the ass for? How about where we get food? That seems like an important one. Nothing comes to mind.
わかりました。もし他に聞きたいことができたら、部屋にある内線電話で3番を押してください。私の部屋につながるので。
Got it.
それでは私はこれで失礼しますね。
With that note of farewell, Sachi bows like a genuine housemaid and starts to turn away. Sachi,
はい。
thanks for the tour. I appreciate it.
はい。
Class representatives these days seem to be a surprisingly tough-willed breed. Oh god, stop. After Sachi's tour ended, I took another look around the interior of the building on my own. By the time I returned to my room, the sun was already low in the sky and the light growing dim. Should probably put this stuff away before it gets dark. Opening my backpack, I pull out the contents and begin to put them away on the shelves I've been provided with. It's a real help that I've got a closet. Things I can leave in a visible place, and things to be stowed away in the back. Dividing my possessions between the two, the latter are clearly more numerous. Normal, huh? While looking over my mountain of luggage, I mutter in a self-deprecating tone. As I work, the sun sinks leisurely into the sea. Okay, I guess it's 2011. At my usual time, 4:45 a.m., I woke up in my usual way and ran the course I'd marked down mentally on my way here. You're up at 4:45 in the morning? What the fuck, dude? Just going for a run? Dude! To tell the truth, when I was stopped by the policeman yesterday, it was because I'd been wandering back and forth in the same place. I'd been planning out a possible marathon route, in other words. Yeah, definitely a psychopath. I woke up at the usual time, ran at the usual time, and now I'm eating my usual breakfast menu. No different from the days when I was living together with my master in the mountains. My standard tempo of living. What time does he go to bed? 7? I don't know. And okay, he lived in the mountains at some point. With a master, I'm guessing a judo master or something? Someone who taught him martial arts? Considering how quickly he was able to get a purse snatcher, down. Despite the purse snatcher also knowing judo and how to get out of at least one hold. This dude fought bears. Go to bed around noon? God, I wish. I wish I could sleep until noon, but I can't do it anymore. I just can't. Meditating underwater. If there is a difference, it's limited to the slight surprise I felt when I opened my eyes and found a roof over my head. During my hike from Yamanashi, I'd gotten used to sleeping in the open. Okay, yeah, he did. I forgot, that was something that's kind of briefly mentioned. He has a big-ass backpack with all his stuff. He doesn't like trains, so he literally walked from Yamanashi to we're here. Which I guess took a while. Slept until noon this weekend, felt nice. Probably does feel nice, I just literally can't do it. My body will not allow me to sleep that long anymore. 8 o'clock. That's the absolute latest I can sleep now. And I mean the absolute latest. I could go to bed at 3 in the morning, I'll still be up for 8. But I mean, it's good. At least I have a consistent time I wake up every day. Not exactly a consistent time when I go to bed every night. But hey, I'm still kicking. So when I woke up inside a room, there was a slight feeling of unease as I thought. Right. I'm living in a dorm now. That mild discomfort hasn't disappeared even now as I'm eating my corn cereal. Just say cornflakes. It's hard to settle down inside a new lair until it's ingrained with your scent. What the fuck? Are you a beast, man? Like, come on. Don't give me this shit. This is weird. Even so, I'll start living at this tempo every day from now on. I'm going to school every morning, so there's no real need to rush things. If I actively spend every day packing myself with potentially useful knowledge, someday this sort of lifestyle might come naturally to me. The effort strikes me as a little troublesome, but as my master once told me, when it comes to your life and your women, a little bit of trouble is just about right. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Who wrote this? It's a 10-year-old game, but who wrote this? This fucking game better make me like this guy more, because right now, not really. A 10-year-old? Oh, of course. I apologize. I apologize so much. What the fuck is this writing? Yes, different time, maybe. 10 years ago is a different time than now, but... Fuck. I want to see where they're going with this. Maybe these girls, you know, literally beat some sense into them. Huh. Alright. Oh, good Christ almighty, mother of fucking God. Just gotta think, this was made 10 years ago, translated from Japanese, and unfortunately, there's just, you know, some stuff going on, you know. There is still that sentiment in Japan, and still in the rest of the world. But yeah. You may be simple, but you're still hard to handle. That's a compliment, by the way. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Well, let's see what the hell happens, okay? Like... Oh. This is not a great start. Speaking of women... They're a simple bunch, but that doesn't make them any less difficult to handle. I swear to God. I learned that much in my first year living with my master. Is your master a woman? And yet you still have this kind of mindset? In my master's words, when you're a brat, running fast is enough to make you popular. When you're a middle schooler, the guys who can fight will be popular, And after that, it's the guys with brains who will get the girls. What? Maybe I probably give up on all women and what the In other words, run, punch, and read books, and you'll never run dry. What do you think? Short and sweet, right? What the fuck? Okay, his master was a woman too, and she's the one spouting it. Alright, whatever. That was her theory, at least. Yeah. Oh, God, I hope these other girls set him fucking straight. The things she said were always ridiculously simplistic. Honestly, I ignored those words with a snort the first time I heard them. But my master was a woman who put her beliefs into practice. Every morning she made me run, and every day she hit me with a stack of books. Internalized misogyny is a hell of a drug. Fuck. I gotta keep going because I want to see where the fuck they take all this. Because holy shit. This was not something I expected. Although I don't know if she's to blame, I still run 16 kilometers every morning and habitually read books whenever I have free time. He runs 16K every morning. Sometimes she was harsh. Sometimes she was sweet. She would emit an abrasive, overpowering aura at times. Every once in a while, she could be so gentle that I thought my brain would melt out my ears. That was my master. A woman with a sizable build who was nonetheless very picky about the little things. What the fucking Christ? Dude is hot for teacher, Jesus Christ. I've had a hard time dealing with large women ever since those days, but being aware of that fact doesn't mean I can fix it. It's not that I dislike them on a conscious level, but whenever I see a tall woman, I can't help but feel wary out of pure instinct. He's afraid of tall women. If you ask why I'm bringing this up all of a sudden, well, that would be because I've just been reminded that there's a large woman at this school as well. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That doesn't sound large to me. The new Resident Evil must have been a real bad time for him. Okay, to be fair, Lady Dimitrescu is a little too tall. She's like, what, 12 fucking feet? Yeah, we got an ooh-woo character. Oh, just brushing her hair. Since this place is a student dormitory, it's of course only natural that a community of students would already be living here. And it's entirely probable they have their own rules that I don't know yet. Also, I'm a country hick, fresh from the rural areas of Yamanashi. So it goes without saying, I'm poorly versed in the customs and rituals of this land. Alright, well that explains his mindset, I guess. He's a literal hick. He calls himself a country hick. Great. Just great. So we got Hillbilly Joe here. I'm gonna set him straight. I have no way of penetrating the depths of significance that might be hiding in an action that, at a glance, looks to be a simple case of bullying. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? What game's this? What are the rules?
Eh?
The puzzled faces staring back at me are familiar. It's the little girl / big woman combo I arbitrarily named the Cicada Sisters when I first arrived at the school yesterday. Yeah, our little ooh-wooer right there was chasing this one around with a cicada on a string. Who do you think?
質問に質問を返すのはバカの証拠だって誰かが言ってたよね。
That's so. I suppose that means I'm irredeemably stupid. Please, call me Moron Boy, as if we've been friends for 10 years, Cicada Sisters.
セミ姉妹？
I saw the pair of you from the gate yesterday. One of you was swinging a cicada around and the other was shrieking, if I remember correctly.
変なとこ見られたな。あれはまあ、なんだ、その、忘れて。
I'll see what I can do.
あ、ねえ、もしかして今日転入してくる学生って君？
No, I just broke into the building. Yeah, Kazumi Yuchi. Good to meet you. I thrust out my right hand, but the tall woman in front of me doesn't show any sign of grasping it. She stiffened on the spot, staring fixedly at my face. It looks as though she's even forgotten to breathe. Something wrong?
そうか、握手か。ごめんごめん。
The big woman's frozen expression suddenly melts, and she lightly shakes my hand. Will you stop calling her the big woman? It's an unexpectedly small, but decidedly cold hand.
風見裕二？裕二くんか。
One moment.
なるほどね。私は周防天音。はじめまして、裕二くん。
Sorry about that. That helped move some stuff real quick. Okay, so the big woman is Amane. And she's just gonna call us Yuji-kun.
ほらマキナ、あんたも自己紹介は？ Why do I?
Why does she just speak English for no reason?
別に噛みつきゃしないわよ。名前は？ マキナ。イリス・マキナ。
Machina. Okay. Machina and Amane. Iris Machina? Iris is a Greek god. And isn't Machina a Latin word? Literally translated, it would be something like Mecha Rainbow Goddess. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Of course he knows Latin! Is that what his master is doing? Misogyny 101 followed by Latin 204? What country are you from?
耳で聞くと確かにそう聞こえるかもしれないけど、漢字で書くと入江の入りに巣鴨の巣、種まきのまきにナッパの名でイリス・マキナ。日本人だよ。
Okay. Wasn't she speaking English just now?
ああ、この子言語やがちょっとね。それに親の都合で6歳まで海外を飛び回ってたから。
I see. Well, good to meet you. Staring at my outstretched hand in silence, Machina clings to Amane's back as if trying to hide herself. What's wrong?
ああ、ごめん。この子人見知りが激しいっていうか、男の子に慣れてないのよ。病院生活が長かったってのもあって、同世代の男の子が珍しいっていうか、どう接すればいいのかわからないみたいなのよね。
Spent a long time in the hospital. What? I withdraw my hand I've been holding out toward Machina. There's no need to force her to deal with me in the first place, I guess.
いいのよ。そうやって甘やかすといつまで経ってもこのままなんだから。ほらマキナ、握手は？じゃないわよ。ちゃんと挨拶できない子はおやつあげないわよ。
Is don't get any snacks supposed to be an effective threat in this day and age? Or so I thought. But hearing those words, Machina bites her lip tightly and extends her right hand toward me with a strained expression. I gently clasp her small hand and put on the natural-looking fake smile I learned from my master. This dude's like a fucking robot. I'm Kazumi Yuji. Good to meet you.
イリス・マキナです。よろしく。
She's so goddamn nervous. Her voice is small and marked by a distinctive lisp. Her hand is as tiny as her body, and it's hot like that of a child. What?
ねえ、怖くないでしょ？挨拶だけじゃなくて、他に何かお話ししたいことは？ きな動物は何ですか?
If he says a fucking bear, then Brozard called it. Oh, never mind. I like dogs. What about it?
へえ、答えてから質問するのね。
I'm not really the indecisive sort. I don't hesitate when I need to come up with an answer. Even more so when I have an important decision to make. I mean, you don't fight bears because you like them. True, true. Compared to failing without even trying, I'd rather take action, even at the risk of a mistake.
おお、かっこいい。
Okay, he's very much do first, ask questions later kind of thing. Person. Alright. That's not a good thing half the time. Are you mocking me?
まさか。
Then why'd you laugh?
なんでだろうね。
Okay, kind of like in Amane, just because she's got that. She feels like she can, you know, match her wits. I've heard answering a question with another question is a sign of stupidity.
あらそう。じゃあきっと私はバカなのね。これからは10年来の友達のようにバカねと呼んでちょうだい。
Yep, I'm liking her already a lot more now. She's literally throwing her words back in our face. Got it, moron girl.
今はまだ笑ってるけど、次呼んだら怒るよ。
What a troublesome woman. Oh my god.
あれ、もう行っちゃうの?
Yeah, this fucking guy, I know, right? I don't feel like being late on my first day. Feels like if a Pua made a game. Oh, a pickup artist. No, a pickup artist did make a game. Multiple games that he stars in. Don't play them, because they're terrible, obviously, for very obvious reasons. I'm used to waiting. I'll kill time sightseeing over there or something.
それが悪いとは言わないけど、変わってるね。
I get that a lot. Well, I'll see you in class.
あ、ユージ君、ちょっと待って。
What?
私からも一つ質問していいかな?
I swear to fuck if she asks for my measurements. If it's something I can answer.
そのごめん、やっぱいいや。
If you got something to say, spit it out. No need to hold back.
また後で聞くわ。もう少し考えをまとめてから。
I see. I don't understand the thought patterns of large women. I don't understand your thought patterns! God. My master would probably say, if you don't understand by now, you never will. But my own thoughts are more along the lines of, even if I could understand, why bother? I fucking hate this guy. Well then. Having said that to Amane, I'm confronted with the fact that there are no sights particularly worth seeing here. There's easily an hour until the start of class. I've obviously woken up too early. Well, still better than being late, I guess. Might as well wait in the classroom. Right after I mumble those words, just as I begin walking down the hallway... What the? As I'm making my way toward the classroom the principal described yesterday, I hear something resembling a scream. No, not a scream exactly. Did you do your best impression of a fucking seagull? Is that something I have? Damn it. It's a BTTV one. Shit. Never mind. Another channel I follow has a BTTV emote of just a seagull. The hell? Although it doesn't seem to be an emergency situation, I'm certainly a bit concerned by this sound. It's dramatically out of place in the otherwise quiet morning schoolhouse. For the time being, I decide to approach. She found some fries on the ground. God all fucking mighty. When I peer inside through the hallway window, I find a single woman shouting in the direction of the blackboard. Judging from the fact she's wearing a uniform, it would seem she's a student here like Sachi, Amane, and Makina. Apparently oblivious to my presence, she continues her routine. After deeply inhaling... What? I'm sorry.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. All in one breath, she firmly lets loose a string of syllables familiar as vocal tuning exercise. Nice work, me. Is she practicing being a tsundere? While staring at the memo pad in her hand, she awkwardly but forcefully rattles off phrases one after the other. Seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly. This the broadcasting club? Christ! In response to my question, or more likely my entrance, the woman leaps in shock and draws back a good 3 meters. Desks and chairs clatter dramatically in her wake. No, I might have been hasty to assume that from the vocal exercises. The drama club seems plausible as well. You seem to be saying
Surprise,
some kind of lines.
motherfucker!
Yep.
誰ですかじゃなくて誰なの
Just as I'm getting ready to rephrase my question, the woman preempts me with her own. Me? Kazumi Yuji. I'll be transferring here as of today.
何？
転校生この学校に
Goddamn, I love my fucking sound alerts, man. Yeah. Nodding, I walk a few steps forward and stand in front of the woman. Please stop calling them women. Just saying stand in front of her. That's sounds a little more personal, not just you, woman. That's what you are. That is your classification. Ugh. God, I hope he gets better. So, were you doing some sort of rehearsal after all? Sorry if I interrupted.
演技なんかしてないしてないすよすだから何の遠慮もしなくていいのいや遠慮しなさい
Which is it?
いいからそこに座りなさいよ
I don't quite follow, but if I start asking questions, she'll probably get even noisier. So I choose the path of least resistance. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
慌てない転校生なんだからファーストコンタクトがとても大事よ
Submit!
みなさいみちる
Oh, for fuck's sake. God, are you guys just gonna keep spamming this shit now? After I flop down on a chair, the woman mutters to herself in a low but perfectly audible voice.
私は松島みちるよろしくね
Matsushima Michiru. Okay. Michiru. In contrast, she delivers her self-introduction with an artificial brightness. That's so. Initials MM, huh?
そうよだからってド M ってわけじゃないんだからね
What? Is that a thing? I know someone can refer to themselves as an M. That is something I know. But what? Yeah, no, that is not something people say. No one calls himself an MM. That is not a short form. Yeah, so I don't know why she just decided to pull that out of nowhere. Whatever. Nobody said anything remotely like that.
あ、ごめんなさいじゃないそう聞きそうに見えたのよ
Do you want to be called a masochist that badly?
なんでそうなるの？
God fucking damn it. Quite an energetic woman. She drops the subject and forges boldly on ahead.
そう、私はこのクラスで委員長的なことをしているわ。だから何か困ったことがあったら私に相談してもいいのよ。
Yeah, Michiru's alright. I'm still kind of leaning more toward Amane, though, just because she can, you know, match wits with us. So far. What does that sorta mean?
それはその委員長は他にいるからよ。その辺融通は聞かせなさいよ。
Fair enough.
妙に物分かりがいいわね。まあいいわ。それと
The woman's voice suddenly grows quieter.
前もって聞いておくけど、あなたは冗談が通じる方？
I wouldn't call myself an enthusiast.
聞いておいてよかった。
She clears her throat affectedly.
じゃああなたは私のことを特別に名前で呼んでいいことにするわ。本当なら様付けで呼ばなきゃいけないんだけど、許してあげる。
Why would I be referring to you as Matsushima-sama? Is your family rich? Is that your thing? You're like of high affluence?
やば、なんかまずいこと言っちゃったかな。
Oh my
手っ取りでは
god.
これでいいはずなんだけど、やっぱり様付けとか言わない方が良かったのかも。
She's trying to act big. She's trying so hard.
今のもう一回やり
You want me to call you Michiru? Yes?
そうよ、それでいいの、それで。
She hums to herself and nods empathetically, apparently satisfied with this result. Next, she takes a colorful wafer of some sort out of a small container and crunches down on it vigorously. What are you eating?
あげないわよ。
Sorry, if you bring food into the classroom, you have to have enough to share with the class. That's the rule. Wasn't asking. I was just wondering what those were.
ただのラムネ菓子よ。それがどうかしたの？
That's so. From the way you were showing them off, I was pretty sure you wanted me to ask.
うるさいわね。あんたに見せるためにやったんじゃないわよ。
She's a wannabe tsundere. Welcome in, Collins. Yeah, I'm still early. I'm still meeting everyone. I know nothing of this game. How you doing? Welcome on in.
なんか今のうまくいった？多分今のそうよね。結構良かったよね。案外私素質あるのかも。
Yeah, we know nothing except he is kind of an ass and a trash and misogynistic dick bag. I got a strange sense of deja vu from her phrasing just now. What was it? One of those long advertisements they put up inside trains? Since I don't ride them often, the few I've seen stand out in my memory. Right, they reprinted this idiotic article from a woman's magazine about how to make men fall for you. Purposefully treat them coldly at first in order to create a contrast for your affection when you make your move. That's everyone's opinion of him early on, and for good reason. Alright, at least we all agree he's kind of a bag of dicks. I just want to see what the fuck, how they go, where they go with it.
Nani いきなり考え込んでるのよ。で、こういう時はなんだっけ。私の美しさにぼーっとなっちゃう気持ちも。で、それってなんか違うキャラよね。そうじゃなくて、その。
She's trying so hard. So you're supposed to be a tsundere?
違うわよ。いや、違う。そうなんだけどって。嘘。いきなり言っちゃうわけ、それ。
We call her out on it.
Oh shit!
Oh, she's trying so hard to be tsundere, but failing. Michiru covers her mouth with her left hand and staggers backward in apparent shock. Her reaction is a bit puzzling, but I think I probably hit the bullseye. I see. I think I understand. You're playing a tsundere in an attempt to attract male attention, yes? God damn. But there's still some points I'm not clear on. Like that hair. Why are you bleaching it? I mean, her eyebrows are also the same color as her hair, so unless she's going through the effort to dye her eyebrows, I can believe she's got blonde hair. You might be going under the assumption only delinquents or whatnot bleach their hair blonde, because it's an unnatural color. Oh. Please. A genuine blonde has a more natural tone, not that artificial looking gold color. I've known a few... Oh my gosh, she actually did bleach her hair. She also has blue eyes. Well, no, yep, she straight up dyes her hair. So now I wonder, what is her natural hair color? Is it just black and or brown? That's so. Next time I happen to visit America, remind me to pick you up some better hair dye. So, as I was saying, why bleach it? And that hairstyle's a little odd, too. It's not one I see that often. You haven't seen twin tails that often? Jesus Christ. The way what has to be? Jesus fucking Christ. Michiru begins to mumble her words under her breath as if to... I'm sorry, I'm bad with words. You all know this by now. The tsundere is a half-life. A cursed life. God almighty. I'm gonna go with enumerate. Michiru begins to mumble her words under her breath, as if to enumerate the curse's power.
私は地の髪の色が濃いからブリーチかけても1日放っておかないとダメだし市販のだと皮膚が荒れちゃうから豊橋のメーカーが作ってるのをわざわざネットで取り寄せてるし 正直めんどくさいわよ。
That she has to describe the tsundere curse in the first person seems a bit strange, but pointing that out would only prolong this, so I'll leave it be. The twin tails that burns at both ends is twice as bright thanks to this blonde dye. Fuck.
でも金髪でツインテールで、そうじゃないと本当のツンデレとは認めてもらえない。
You gotta be blonde and have twin tails to be a tsundere. Yeah, okay.
だけど私、いや、私を出すにはこれしかないの。だからそれは否定しちゃいけないのよ。
Michiru jabs out an index finger in my direction and...
ツンデレは金髪ツインテールなの。勝った？いや、わかれー。
Asuka has entered the chat. Let's just keep any lonely boys away from her, then. You have no idea how to, do anything in society. Fucking Shinji. He's so fucked up. As she runs out of breath in grand style, the curtain finally drops on Michiru's one-woman show. The echoing of her ragged breathing is the only sound in the otherwise silent classroom. Exactly 30 seconds pass.
なんで無言なのよ。
It's tough being a tsundere. Got it. She's so easy to work up. I'm not sure if that wasn't what she was looking for, or if she's just lost the will to go on, but Michiru glares at me while emanating a sound reminiscent of a malfunctioning industrial machine. Anyway, let's get along, Michiru.
よろしくないわよ。あんた一人でよろしくすればいいじゃない。
Yeah, goes without saying. I plan to get along just fine on my own.
そこはセオリー通りにちゃんと戸惑ってよ、バカ。
It really isn't easy being a tsundere, is it?
もういい、帰れ。
Oh, this is amazing. Finally breaking down, Michiru begins flinging waste paper, permanent markers, and anything else laying around in my direction in an attempt to drive me off. Are you crying? Sorry, my bad.
泣いてない、バカ。
My attempt at an apology seems to only have fueled her anger, so in the end, I decide a temporary withdrawal is in fact called for. Okay, so we've met Sachi, Michiru, Amane, Makina, our principal. So that's 5 characters, 4 of which are student. We are the 6th one, so we got 1 more student to go. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's enter to continue on this stuff. Ugh. Class is starting in another 15 minutes, but it should be fine. I'll just kill some time somewhere.
おはよう。おはようございます。
5 minutes before the start of class. Practically the moment after I re-enter the classroom, Amane and Sachi arrive. The tsundere from earlier is looking at me with naked aggression, but noticing the arrival of the others...
おはよう、あまね、サチ。
Resuming the performance in question, she promptly calls out to them.
おはようございます、みちる様。
The instant her greeting is returned, Michiru runs over noisily and shakes her hands in front of Sachi.
どうかしたんですか？サチ、あんたそれやめてって言ったでしょ？ミチル様っての。
Okay, starting to like Michiru a little more. But I gotta see more of Amane and whoever this last one is.
でもこれはミチル様が絶対にそう呼べって言ったから。だからあれはその冗談で、一度物理フォーマットしてもう一回入れ直せない？ね。
Michiru, while glancing over in my direction for some reason, desperately entreats Sachi. Amane, leaning on her desk, seems to be occupied with trying to hold in her laughter. Yes, best girl is sucking in already? Oh my god. So Michiru is best girl, huh? Alright.
そんな絶対って言ったから私泣かないでとりあえず今だけこれ命令はい泣きません。
Alright, Sachi's a little weird. To me, yes, but Sachi's a very close second. Alright. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, and I'll for sure have my best girl decided, but for right now, it's somewhat of a tie between Michiru and Amane. Sachi's a pretty close second as well so far. We'll see if that changes. The instant Michiru speaks, Sachi's tears abruptly vanish as if someone threw a switch. Michiru watches her cautiously, sweating heavily.
わかったわよ。特に何も規制とかしないから好きに呼べばいいじゃない。はい、ミチル様。
Oh my god. Call me whatever you want. Not that. I said my opinions of them drastically changed when I got to their routes. Michiru was my least favorite before I played her route. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? You only get so much in an Act 1 about each person until you get onto their actual route, then, you know, their character is explored more. They could seem one note in Act 1, but then once on their actual route, it's like, holy fuck. Michiru staggers her way back to her seat with all the vitality of a limp rag. You feeling alright, Michiru-sama?
殺すわよ。
We're just poking the bear at this point. Sorry, just wanted to give it a try. Michiru collapses weakly onto her desk. There's Makina. Makina's lisping voice sounds from the rear of the classroom. Seems like she might not be used to my presence yet. Judging from the way she beelines straight for Amane, hides herself behind her and steals glimpses at me.
おはよう。あんたの人見知りというか、男見知りは本当に筋金入りね。マキナ、大丈夫よ。ちょっとムカつくとこもあるけど、こいつはそんな危ない人間じゃなさそう。
Yeah, it's just when I got alone with one girl finally, my first question was, give me your sizes. I'm not a weirdo or anything. Goddamn. appreciate it, Michiru.
別にあんたのためにしたわけじゃないわよ。
Yeah, that whole scene was fucked up and ugh.
決まった！今のは綺麗に決まった！
She's trying so hard to be a tsundere. Oh my, I actually kind of love it. I am for, you know, continuing my trend of liking the tsundere girls all the time. But whatever. I don't care. Keep up the good work. Apart from the large woman, this bunch seems to present quite a variety of communication difficulties. Oops, all tsunderes. Nothing but fantastically normal students here, eh, Principal? As if in response to my sarcasm, with the chiming of the opening bell, the perfectly normal principal appears before my eyes. Wait a second. There's only 4. As we've arrived at the beginning of the school day, I notice a difference from the information I'd heard yesterday.
みんな揃ってるわねってわけでもないか。やっぱり。
Standing at the podium, the principal notices the irregularity at a glance.
榊さんは今日はお休みかしら？
Her tone seems to be asking if anyone's familiar with the circumstances.
今日も条約出勤じゃないかしら。ここんとこずっとそうだし。確かに最近は夕方からしか来なくなっちゃったわね。ふみちゃんどうしたのかな。何かあったんでしょうか。
Apparently, I'm not the only one with questions about our lone truant. Sakaki, or is she gonna be the delinquent? I mean, the people that run this school, or at least, you know, like, funded it, do have Sakaki in the name. So I'm assuming, like, the company president's daughter? And yeah, maybe she's our delinquent, just kind of acting out. It's like, too cool for school kind of thing. Unless she's legitimately going to a goddamn job.
まあいいわ。風見くんの紹介もしたかったけど、そのうちに会えるでしょ。
You're strangely tolerant.
ちょっといろいろとあってね。じゃあ出席を取ります。
From an open window, the scent of the tide flows into the room. Perhaps because of the walls and steel fences surrounding us on all sides, it's not always easy to remember that this place is in fact close to the sea. In contrast to the breeze and the blue sky's imitations of freedom, the gray of those jutting fences speaks of denial and rejection. Or intimation. Intimations? Whatever. Words. Y'all know at this point I'm terrible at reading half the time. While my classmates raise their voices energetically, I pass the time staring into that sky. Let me guess, you're sitting at the back with a window seat, just so you can brood. School life, huh?
ここが視聴覚教室です。すべての席にリスニングとヒアリングの機材が揃えられていて、語学学習にも適しています。
Looks that way. I can tell from a glance that this place is well equipped. Using the time after the homeroom period, I'm getting a small introduction to the school's facilities from Sachi. Normally, this would be the principal's job, but she seems to be occupied with official duties, so I ended up getting another tour from our class rep.
ライブラリはすべて外部にあるサーバーと高速回線でつながっていて、いつでも短時間で検索し、鑑賞することができます。 だからここには DVD とかブルーレイとかは一本もないんです。
Which would make checking a movie out impossible, I guess.
そうですね。あまねさんはそれで前に残念がってました。
So no movies. Sachi smiles a bit wryly as she speaks. Most of this stuff is probably in the pamphlet somewhere, but Sachi's explanations are comparatively to the point, clear, and easy to understand. Seems she's actually quite intelligent.
過去に放送されたテレビ番組も全部ではありませんが鑑賞することができます。ないものについては請求して承認されればサーバーに入れてもらえますので。
So how much exactly do you know about this going in? I won't actually spoil something if you're going in completely blind. Completely. This is 100%, I know nothing. I literally know nothing about this game. Looks like they weren't that sloppy on the casting after all.
何のドラマの話ですか？
The school drama currently being broadcast.
以上になります。
Having completed a general review of the school's facilities, Sachi's explanation comes to an end. All the more fun, it's truly an experience. Well, I mean, other than, you know, Bag of Dicks Pro Tag, it's been pretty good so far. I like the music. Character designs are good. The backgrounds are great. The voice actresses are just... wow. They'll be ready because it's a long one. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it being long. I have gone through all of Katawa Shoujo on stream, and I played through a Doki Doki mod, so I'm used to something that could take a while. Granted, I feel like I know the one is shorter, and Katawa Shoujo is Katawa Shoujo, but still, I'm okay with it being a long haul. It just means I'll always have something to play. And I will do what I did with the other ones, and play through each route. So I've got content for a while. Thanks. It was a big help. The OST is your favorite, all the VNs I've read. Oh. I am liking it. It is really good. Even just this music is nice. Speaking of Doki mods, I actually found this because of a Doki mod. Yeah. Fruit of the Literature Club, right? That's how you found this game? I heard the mod wasn't that great. It was okay. And you recognize the character designs, Frozart, of course.
いえ、これもクラス委員の仕事ですから。
I guess so.
それより風見さんはまだここに残るんですか?
Yeah. There's still a classmate I haven't met yet, after all. It's actually my favorite Doki mod I played, though. I understand the criticisms it gets. Okay. That's honestly a good mindset to have. Something could be your favorite, but you still recognize and understand why some people can, you know, crap on it. It's not the blind, no, it is perfect in every way. It's like, hey, I enjoy it. It's got its issues, but I still enjoy it. That's always a good mindset to have. Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble. What? After a brisk bow, she quickly runs off down the hallway. Did I trigger a death flag just now? The fuck? I don't know how long it took you to get through Katawa Shoujo, but this one's at least double the length, and I'm only referring to fruits. Add in the rest of the trilogy and have at least 100 plus hours of content. Okay, yeah, it did not take me 100 hours to do Katawa. Alright, hey, you know what? I'm cool with that. If I got stuff to do with a lot to do, awesome. Awesome. I'll take it. Especially if I enjoy it, which, yeah, again, I am so far actually enjoying this. So, cool. At least I've got a lot of content now for a while. So, it's a death flag? What the hell? That's... Don't tell me he knows he's in a game or something. This one was definitely the longest of the trilogy. Okay. I mean, that would make sense. They probably just initially made this as a one-off, and then it got popular enough they wanted to expand it. That's my guess. I mean, that's usually how it goes. They make something, it does a lot better than they expected, and then it's just they kind of just pump out a sequel that obviously is probably half the length, but still probably just as good. But they weren't going to put as much soul into that. You're in a simulation, Morty! So I'm gonna have to run into a fucking bathroom and take my clothes off to make people not watch me. Ugh. I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing. Well, that might be an overstatement. There's some pretty carefree people out there. I'm just not one of them. Second is the shortest, so you're pretty spot on. Seems like it'd be best to be on my guard. Or more so than usual. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side. Won't be that long until the sun sets. After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallway all alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless, thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. She finally show up? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. Yeah, she's gonna be our Ojo-sama. Very uptight, high of herself. I can just tell just from that model and how she's looking. The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl, she doesn't appear particularly friendly. Yo. While it might not be the most polite first greeting, I call out casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression doesn't change. Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. I'm Kazumi Yuji. I'm a new student here as of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. So, I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. At the moment, we're about a meter apart. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring, her expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. I heard you'd probably be around in the evening. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. This is 100% the third generation future president stereotype. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men, like Machina? But then again, she didn't try to run away when I approached her. I changed my position on the seat to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I lean forward slightly. The motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down to about 70 centimeters. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. Hey! As if to declare her refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands up from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. How about at least responding to me? I follow her immediately. The woman opens the classroom's rear door just enough for one person to pass and tries to slip her way outside. Hey! Calling out again, I try to follow her through that gap. In that moment, the woman forcefully slams the door shut. She clearly closed it, knowing full well I was trying to follow. Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door, or back off from having it slammed in my face. Instead, the door she'd attempted to slide closed is firmly held open by my hand. An outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. Okay, you're just literally holding the door she tried to slam shut. You could have broken my hand, you know that? Although she's the one who was trying to shatter my fingers, she's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy here. I mean, you walked into the room, said, "Hey, how's it going?" and then just leaned into her. Now you're chasing her. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I just met? I'm just looking for an introduction. Opening the half-shut door, I take a step forward. She doesn't back down. Quite the greeting. I stop the motion of her hand about 5 centimeters before its target. It isn't the most efficient block, but for the purpose of diffusing her reckless hostility, an easily comprehensible action seems necessary. Oh, maybe. We'll see. I was expecting something of the sort, but you favor the classic slap to the face, I see. Maintaining my grasp on the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open wide with shock, completely still. Well then, let me ask you again. The strong orange glow of the evening sun illuminates the classroom. Are you Sakaki Yumiko? Her expression, hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, but clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation with me, she speaks.
そうだけど
Okay. Good to meet you. You gonna let go of her wrist now? You got your confirmation. As the evening sun fell behind a cloud, its light dimmed, and the classroom filled with shadow. With the sound of Yumiko's breath and the faint roar of the waves from beyond the walls, the curtain is raised on my normal student life. What? I hope there is nothing that'll get me banned in this opening. Yo, what the hell? Okay. That was something.
Save するわ
What? Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call that there for today. I've been going for 3.5 hours and finally got to, I guess, the the opening. I got the title drop. So I think that's a good spot to end for today. I will be continuing with this tomorrow from there. So that kind of worked out nicely. Let's see. No, not really anybody. Alright, so yeah, interesting so far. A lot of random guns and guys in business suits in that opening, so that's really got me wondering what the hell is gonna happen in this thing. Yeah, that's very, very different. Still, got some promise here. I am intrigued. Who will become best girl in the end? Who knows? We'll find out. So, I don't really have anyone to potentially raid. If somebody has, you know, a suggestion of where to raid to, just use the guide the raid command. Otherwise, I can just end it here for today. Check again just to make sure I don't have anybody I can raid. Yeah, I don't really have anyone I can raid. That isn't huge. Nose. Yeah, don't really have anyone live? Okay. Gotta make sure I get my sound for this down. Perfect. Alright. Unless I can find someone playing this game, which I doubt it. Yeah, I'm the only one playing this game right now. Doubt this. Yeah, nope. That's also a nope. That's a big old nope. Lame. Oh well. That's alright. That's okay. We'll probably rate someone tomorrow then. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, commenting, and lurking. Appreciate it very much, as always. Didn't actually go through my schedule, actually. I forgot about that. So obviously today was Fruit of Grisaia at 10. Tomorrow, also at 10 o'clock, more Fruit of Grisaia. We're gonna keep going with that. Then the next stream will be Friday, which is just gonna be a Subnautica stream. I should know my schedule by then, so I should have it, you know, up for the week after and let everyone know on stream. Otherwise, just on my Twitter. You can always check there. There'll also be updates in case I end up having to cancel or reschedule anything. That's okay, though. Do I have anything else? No, that's it. So, yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Have all yourselves a rest of a good day. I'll see you next time.